And I say this, the Dharma, resuming way of the Tripitakas are the frame of the Buddha's teaching. Like a Tripitaka or three-folder of the training. Like this is the basic teaching. It is like for the Buddha Shakyamuni's perspective, these Tripitakas, there's no different lesser Tripitaka or middle Tripitaka or higher Tripitaka. But according to the capacity of the student, there is like for instance, the Shavaka Pachika Buddha's perspective. It's like kind of the Tripitakas as Vinayana, and talking about the discipline, and like Patimokcha's vows, and in the suttas, it's like kind of talking more training mind and meditations, samadhis, and Abhidhamayanas is like a more knowledge and wisdom, and like kind of the like this is like this training processes. And also the dharma of the transformation of the Tripitakas according the Hinayana's way, and also it's like the dharma of the realization, and comes from the really to meditate on the discipline, meditate different samadhi, develop wisdom like this, emptiness, or like then it's like anyway. However, like according the dharma of transmission, dharma of the realizations, kind of them gradually to be enlightenment, like Shavaka Pachika Buddhas, there is a gradually more and higher, like for example, most highest in the Buddhist to say like the superior's entrance, once a return, non-return, and then is Arhat. Like then Arhat means is like really like a dharma of the realization. They realize that like the really the meaning of the dharma of the transmissions. And also in the Mahayana's perspective, of course there is also the Tripitakas, three folders. And for example, it's like when you take the Bodhisattva's vows, and there is like a kind of 20 like kind of the root downforth and the so forth, and they're like kind of the Vinayanas, like teaching point of view of the Mahayanas. And also it's like in the and in the Sutayanas, you mean this like talking about the love, compassion, and samadhis. That is like the Sutayanas perspective in the Mahayanas. And also it's like the Pajina Paramita teachings is like more Abhidhamayanas, and like according the middle being Bodhisattva's perspective. And then it's like more in the higher beings, we can do say the Mantrayanas and perspective. And then there are the kind of the giving the empowerment, and sometimes this is like kind of the giving the discipline, and that is a kind of the Vinayanas point of view, or Vinayanas, the Mantrayanas Vinayana, and which is the giving the empowerment, that is like the Mantrayanas vows. And there is like kind of the trimming, like a kind of the discipline, and like this. And also it's like the Mantrayanas perspective, there's a common, there's like a creation stage, and this is the most samadhi, and this is the like kind of the training like a process in the Mantrayanas, Sutayanas, like this. And then it's like great in the perfections, and there's talking about the alpha purity and the cutting through like Gadak and teacher, and then spontaneous present and leap over like toggle. And this sort of the teachings, it is like a more like a kind of the wisdom aspect. And then it's like the Mantrayanas, and like Abhidhammayana, Abhidhamma Suttas like this. And that's maybe if you do understand, according the Hinayanas, also it's like you're talking about the Tripitakas, and middling is like the Bodhisattvas, so also there's the Tripitakas, and Mantrayana also you have the like kind of the Tripitakas, and Mantrayana's Tripitaka, Mantrayana's Hinayana, what it is, Vinayana, this is like kind of giving the empowerment, and there is such samayas, these things is like Mantrayana's Vinayana. And Mantrayana's Sutayana, what it is, like a general, like the kind of the creation stage, or like visualizations is samadhi. This is the Mantrayana's like the Sutayanas. And then it's like in the Mantrayanas, there is like a kind of the teacher means it's like a cutting through, toggle, or the Gadak means alpha purity, and the cutting through, spontaneous, present, and leap over. This kind of like more, it is like the Mantrayanas, it is like the Abhidhammayanas training, the Abhidhammayana Pitakas. And therefore, generally based these Pitakas, like a kind of the resuming teaching of the Buddha's teachings, and like a kind of the all like the teachings, Buddha's teachings consist in the three or the Tripitakas, in the like kind of the three folders of these Pitakas. That is like kind of the simple. But it's you can do like kind of the two very like shortly, then all the like kind of the word explanation, it's Dharma of the transformations. Everything is the meaning subject. This is the Dharma realizations. That is easy we can to say like this. And then its quality is already like kind of, we say it's like extraordinary. And also it's like the whatever problems in the samsara and the nirvanas, it came to dispel. And also it's like from the Dharma, it can grant all the like the precious, glorious, and happiness can like kind of the grant to us from the Dharma qualities. And therefore Dharma is like kind of extraordinary qualities. For example, it's like all the problem of in the samsara nirvana, we can to pacify it through the Dharma, eradicated, scattered, and diminish. And also it's like whatever we needed, like kind of to make accomplishment, to make the glorious, such a happy, great achievement, these things in front of the samsara and nirvanas, we need to practice through the dharmas. And like this is the dharma's qualities, is like an antidote for the disturbing emotion, free from the disturbing emotions, the source of the everything is like this. And this is like a little bit more information of the dharma qualities. Then it's maybe we can do, too much to stay in this sentences. I'm still like kind of this the conchosung with the hit zavasam zalong tili rong yu hyongchopsen ngo rong yu tuji jonkola hyongchin him be part the shapsen chose like the sungata of the three roots, the true three jewels in the bodhicitta nature of the channel energy and essence, and in the mandala of the essential nature, natural expression, and compassionate activities. I take refuge until I reach the heart of the enlightenment. And there is like, maybe I will offer you tomorrow a little information, the Sangha, and then we can to continue. Now probably you have so many questions, and you are very welcome. Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Amy Nakamoto asks, when you say that Dzogchen practitioners visualize their root teacher directly, does it mean that they visualize their teacher in single form, without lotus head, robes, etc.?
Oh yes, whatever your root teachers wearing cloth, at it is to visualize. You don't need to this Guru Rinpoche's attitude cloth wearing bring to the put in the your teachers, and it's the best like unchanged, like there's no transform. If this person's wearing trousers, jacket, this or this person's wearing monk cloth or ngapa cloth or lady cloth or like a nomad cloth or the farmer cloth, whatever this person's wearing cloth, carrying, that's, yes.
Thank you. Dechen Norbu says, Rinpoche, you usually give teaching on Longchen Nyingtik, but Dzogchen Monastery also holds another lineage, Khandro Nyingtik. Could you please a little bit describe this lineage?
Khandro Nyingtik, yes, it's like before there's principally first Dzogchen Rinpoche, second Dzogchen Rinpoche, third Dzogchen Rinpoche, and they most time practice in Khandro Nyingtik. And this give information I will give you later. Not now, it's not time. Okay, now.
Thank you. Dinara Zai says, thank you, Rinpoche.
Who's?
Dinara Zai. Dinara.
Okay.
Thank you, Rinpoche. How many minutes and how often should you do the breathing of wisdom? And please tell us again how to do it directly.
Breathe.
The wisdom breathing.
Wisdom breathe is like, that you mean is like breathe out, in is from the mouth. And during the meditations, as much as you can do, as long as you can do. And some people, they say this, oh, when I breathe out through my mouth die up, but that times you can to drink, you can to close, as long as you can do.
Thank you. Anonymous person. First question. In Christianity, they have an idea of charm or charming. Yeah, charm.
Oh, okay.
Or fascination. It means when a person thinks that he is close to God, he feels pleasure. But in reality, this is just demons' influence. Are there any similar ideas in Buddhism?
Oh yes, someone's acting not really God, but it looks like God. Then maybe it's a demon. That you mean, yes? But maybe God's shape, color, I don't know. I am researching. Sometimes God has shape, color, looks like human being or God. But it's anyway, some human beings is like acting like a similarity of the God, or says I am God. But maybe we don't know. Okay. That you mean charming? Oh.
Second question. If the mind is not material, then why, when the brain gets damaged, like with cancer or stroke, our consciousness also gets seriously damaged.
Okay. Your brain is not your consciousness. Consciousness is not a brain. Okay. That's maybe you are too much follow up the neurologists and you think it's my consciousness is brain. Brain is like in our physically most important machine, but conscious is not your brain. Brain is not consciousness. And therefore it is brain is problems. It's of course consciousness is sick. Like same as when you are living in your house windows problems, someone's broke, you are nervous, you are not happy, yes, but it's your windows broken, you are not broken. Exactly like this. It's at the moment is consciousness is in our body, and then it's the mind like consciousness using the brains. It's like, in this machine, is brain is the most important engine is the brain. There's I think a different lasso.
Thank you. Dasha Guzeva. Rinpoche, now should we just know about channels without visualization? Will they manifest in future during practice?
Manifest already manifested. Yourself is channel, yourself is the energy, yourself is the bindu. And this is like kind of the, you need to realize it yourself, this what you need to manifestation means. They manifested already here.
Thank you. Teche Norbu. Rinpoche, what are the signs of progress in practice of the refuge in channels, energies, and essence?
Externally, it's become more peace, calm, and very kind. Inside, it is like kind of the very much less disturbing emotion, create the more compassion, more develop the compassion. Wisdom part is like more understand. That is like kind of the like a changing process. That is the science.
Thank you. Alex Lipatkin says, sincere gratitude to Rinpoche. What exactly is preferable to visualize while reciting hundreds of stanzas of refuge? In the context of the instructions given, or should the focus be on the meaning of the stanzas themselves?
Stanzas.
Yes.
Stanzas. Yes, it's like maybe you mean it's like in the written, like there is. Then it's like kind of the explanation in the stanza. Like when you say it's like Koncho Sungu Deshitsavas, or I don't know which kind of you recite the refuge prayers. According that, then there is explanations. First time you explanation to learn to study how to visualize which kind of I need to focus, and during that to recite the stanzas, and then there are kind of the symbolic reminder to how you are focused on. That is the very important.
Thank you. Dasha asks again, how to recognize, multiply Nirmanakaya, and if we unconsciously do something bad to objects which are Nirmanakaya, does it mean that we hurt to Buddha?
Oh yes, take care and don't move. Just to sit under your cushion. It's very dangerous. Nirmanakayas is everywhere. They like kind of variety of Nirmanakayas. Maybe in your kitchen, in your toilet, in your bedroom, and everywhere. Take care, okay? And you are cooking, you are working, and you are talking all the time. Take care of them. Everywhere is Nirmanakaya. Do not hurt to them.
Thank you. Hamako Oka says, you told us that when we visualize Guru Rinpoche in refugee tree, he is the union together with Yeshe Tsogya as the symbol of wisdom. Is it also fine to visualize Mandarava instead? Or maybe it is okay to visualize that this moment Yeshe Tsogya and Mandarava are presented as one embodiment of symbol of wisdom. It is because since I visited the Mandarava cave, Mandarava is always in my thoughts and in my mind. Or if Lama says it should be Yeshe Tsogya, should I force myself to visualize as Lama said?
If you have the jealousy for the Yeshe Tsogya, then you can't do like this. That means in Jigme Limbas, he put the Yeshe Tsogya, there is. Then it's according to your chalice, you can to put the Mandarava. It's okay. But I'm not sure this is. I never, ever, ever, ever heard to say to change. If you have this kind of partiality, it's taken care, okay?
Thank you. Masha has two questions. First question, I do not really understand the word the wisdom of the radiant natural expression. I compared it with Tibetan. In Tibetan it is Ranjin Salve Yeshe. So if I go word by word, then maybe we can say wisdom with luminous nature or naturally radiant wisdom. As I cannot find the word expression, I would like to know if there is any special reason to say the natural expression according maybe to the meaning behind it.
Oh yes, the natural radiance, luminosity is in work like you say, and you say it's natural expressions, you know. The Portuguese in Tibet is like yehi ka zal tong rurba se chul, yehi ka choncher se chen chul, and rong yang ka choncher, rong yang ka zal se tandala se go yul is. It's a rong yang ka zal in a natural expression, in a natural that kind of the movement. Expression means it's like different aspect.
Thank you. And her second question, if you also can explain more, what does it mean, the 5 Hemasagara Buddhas? Hemasagara probably means great glacier lake. How does it connect it with 5 Buddha families?
Hemasagara is a Buddha in Tibetan, it's a Gongchen Tso, so Gongchen Tso says the Gongchen Tso Mari. This is like a no Gongchen Tso says it's like a kind of the number the representative of the Beruchanas. And Beruchanas itself has the retinues 4 directions, and itself then there is the Beruchana families, or 5 Beruchanas families. It's a Gongchen Tso. It's like the Himasagara Buddha. It is the same as the Beruchana.
Thank you. And Teche Norbu asks, Rinpoche, could you explain, please, such terms as fearless conduct of yogi and Vajra pride?
If you understand the like kind of your nature of the reality, indestructible natures, if you have this knowledge inside, then you become the fearless. And fearless yoga, what do you say yoga of?
Fearless conduct of yogi.
Oh yes, fearless conduct. What the yogi means is like a kind of make joke. If you have this understanding inside the indestructible of the nature of the realities, even the kind of the thousand darkness is dancing in the front of the you, your mind is never shake. Even the thousand demons is like kind of the shouting and making problem to it that you will never make. And any kind of like samsara nirvana explosion, there's nothing kind of the shaking your mind. Therefore, fearless conduct of the yogi is like this.
Thank you. No more questions.
That's okay. Okay, 1 minute. Maybe we can just stop there. Okay, la. Sanandaya tham che zibanya toni nye padana pamke te yegana che wala trupaya sapon solendro kadorwa shu Yoncho Senjo Rinpoche Mashi Panam Shijir Ji Pa Nyamba Mepa Tong Koni Kondam Perwa Sho Kongri Rarvi Kora Shingam Sa Pandong Dewa Malu Jongwa Yenren Zingwa Tenzin Janso Ye Shapi Sandi Parda Tenjir Bardan Lami Kasi Temba Tong Kanya Yong Lai De Jin Jong Wa Dao Yen Ma Lu So Sa Drup Yon Ni Nyer De Song Ji Sa Lan Go Pa Ye Wa Gen De Yong De Lama Tong Der Mi Chu Ji Pa La Long Xue Sa Dong Lam Je Yang Ten Ra Zo De Dur Jin Chong Go Kong Pong Nyer To Xue Karma Ra Ra Mar Me Tong Je Ma Sarva Cher Malama Lokton Tanta Vendu Yi Chunan De Tar Tar Benza Satu Samayama Benza Satu Dino Peti Tandu Basu Benza Mama Mata Benza Bama Samaya Satu Abuna Pati. I didn't watch my cowboy film.